Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another hair video. It's going to be on hair color, and I dyed my hair. I don't know if you can tell because the lighting isn't so great right now. It's kind of making everything look a little bit more contrast and a little bit darker, but I did dye my hair using some L'Oreal Preference permanent line, and I used the Lush cherry that Casey Holmes also always talks about. I'll link her video down below. That's what inspired me to do this, because we all love her hair and it's just the most beautiful, unique shade. I had to mix mine with medium golden brown though because they were out of another bottle of this. So in this video I'm going to show you kind of clips that I did throughout the process of my hair, and this is what it turned out. I'll also put up some pictures of my hair beforehand. You'll see like the old ombre that I had and my hair being really kind of dull and boring, and I just kind of wanted to put some life back into it and add some warmth. So I'm pretty happy with the way that it came out. If anything, I wouldn't have minded it to be a little bit lighter and maybe even a little bit more violet, but I'm glad it didn't turn orange or anything like that. I do want to throw in there that I'm not a hairstylist. I probably say this a million times throughout the video, but I just want you guys to know that everybody's hair works differently, especially depending on your hair's history. If you have previous hair color, highlights, or if you stripped your hair, it's going to react differently than maybe my hair did or someone else that you've seen. But needless to say, I wanted to get this video up because when I was trying to find other videos other than Casey's with this kind of hair color, and maybe for a brunette to go lighter brunette but maybe with the violet base, I couldn't find any. So I thought, I'm going to be dyeing my hair anyways, why not film it for you guys and hopefully help out somebody else who maybe wants to play around with their hair as well. So I hope you guys find this helpful. And so here's an overview of everything that I use and everything you most likely will need. Got some gloves from Sally's. These are washable gloves. You can use them more than once. They're like $2. Going to want to use some sort of comb or a brush to help deposit the color all over your hair evenly, a mixing bowl, some measuring spoons, and your hair developer and your hair color itself. Also wanted to show you guys the receipt that I did have at Sally's. For everything that I got, my total was $21.96, which is pretty awesome for coloring your whole hair. Also wanted to show you the mixing process. You're going to take each bottle that you got for the hair color. If you have long hair like me, if you have shorter hair, you can use just one bottle. First did the Lush Cherry, next going in with the medium golden brown. These are 2 fluid ounce bottles, and the ratio you want with your developer is 2:1. My developer bottle itself is 8 fluid ounces, so we're only going to use half because we want to use 4 fluid ounces to make it kind of the 2:1 ratio. Next, go ahead and mix with any sort of mixing tool that you have. I'm just using the comb that I'll be putting in my hair. That way it's fine having the product on it. And you're just going to get started. You want to make sure you have your gloves on so you don't get the product on your hands. And I'm going to be starting putting everything on the root. You can start however you want. Some people start at the ends of their hair, some people start at the root. I decided to go with the root, and I think it turned out pretty well. And I'm just going to be speeding up this process, just showing you kind of what I did, sectioning off and getting the root all the way down the sides of my head. Again, I'm not a professional, so this is pretty sloppy looking, and you can just do it however you'd like, but you just want to make sure that in the end you get every single strand of hair. Also, it helps, you'll notice that I do have a towel across the shirt that I don't care about in case there are any stains on it, but maybe put an old towel that you also don't care about so you don't get any of the product on your neck or on your arms, because it is annoying when it does stain. Also, you'll notice my crazy faces. It had a really strong scent, and I did have a window open, but just a forewarning that the scent is pretty strong. If you're in a small confined area, you might want to take a break right afterwards and maybe step outside while you're waiting for it to develop, because it can make you pretty lightheaded, kind of like Bleach. Alright, so now I have more of my hair done, and I'm going to go in, you'll see, with just my hands in general, because for the root I like to have that brush, but for the other part of my hair, since I do have my gloves on, I'll just kind of put my hands into the product with the gloves on and just kind of spread it out that way, because I feel like it helps me grip onto every single piece of hair. So I'll just kind of be alternating from the brush and then using my hands to mix everything in. And just make sure you go over everything plenty of times. And also, when you catch anything get on your face, make sure you do try to wipe it off right away so it doesn't stain, because like I said, that can get quite annoying to deal with later on. Okay, and I'm just going to use 2 clips that I don't really care about if they do get stained. Clip them up that way because I don't have a shower cap on hand, but that would work as well. And then I'm just going to wait 25 minutes, and I'll keep on checking you up a couple times as well throughout the process. This is just an update. Looks like I have just under 2 minutes left to wait until I wash this craziness out. I'm a little bit nervous. It's looking really, really brassy and red up there, which, you know, I wanted. Obviously I did use Lush Cherry, so I wanted a little bit of the red and the purple tint, but I don't know. I just hope it carries all the way through my hair and doesn't just hit my roots. It shouldn't just hit my roots because my roots are completely natural all the way down. I have like an ombre effect thing going on. And I like texture down at the bottom of my hair. I just don't want, you know, like orange or crazy roots. So I guess we will just have to see, but I'm excited. Alright, just checking back in. I just got out of the shower maybe like 5 minutes ago. While I had my hair air dry, because I usually do that because I have really thick hair, I went ahead and put some foundation on and some blush. That way I can maybe do a makeup tutorial later as well. And so yeah, this is what it's looking like. It's a gorgeous color. It's very, very red though, and it looks like it might not be carrying out all the way down to the tip of my hair. Like, it looks pretty vibrant in my roots. A little bit nervous about that, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see after it's dry. Using the L'Oreal Preference Medium Golden Brown and Lush Cherry. It's not picking up on camera as red tinted as it is in certain lighting, but definitely is darker. There's no more ombre, everything's one color, and I'm actually really pleased with the way that it came out. I do have clips that I'll show in the beginning of the video, but I'm also going to go over everything, every step that I did and all the tools that you'll need to use this if you want to do this at home as well. So I went to my local beauty supply, the Sally's Beauty Supply, and I went to get Lush Cherry based off of Casey Holmes here on YouTube. She has a Lush Cherry color and she showed a video on how she did it. I really love her hair color and I wanted something similar to that. She had blonde hair, however, so I knew it wasn't going to act the exact same with my hair, so you kind of just have to play it by ear. And so I picked up one of the Lush Cherries. They only had one left, so then I wanted to get something that would complement it. So I picked up the medium golden brown, and it has a yellow base. So I'm using a violet base and a yellow base. I use 2 of these because my hair is super long and fairly thick as well. If you have shorter hair, maybe just about to your shoulders, you could get away with just using one of these. But again, here is a close-up. It's the L'Oreal Preference, and it is permanent color. To mix with that, I use the L'Oreal developer. You can use any kind of developer. I just like to use the corresponding brand developer. So like I said, this is L'Oreal. I used a 30 volume because that's what the lady at Sally's recommended for me since my hair is so dark. I probably could have gotten away with using a 20 developer because I'm not trying to lift my hair color so much as I'm trying to tint it, if that makes sense. So next time I'm going to use the 20 or 10 volume. Other things that I use and that you might want to have during this process, you're going to want to have a mixing bowl. That's something that you don't use maybe to eat all the time because you are putting hair dye in it, which is pretty toxic. You're going to want to use some combs. I bought a pack of these at the dollar store. You get like 12 of them, so it's a really good deal. I also picked up one of the combs that they give you. That's really good for spreading out the hair color evenly, so you're not just using your gloves and your hands. This helps to distribute it better. And then I also used some of, I just had these from Old Cooking Tools. They're just like a teaspoon, tablespoon to help measure out if you're doing it for the first time and you want to be super precise with your measurements. So that's everything for the mixing part, and then you're going to want to have some sort of gloves. Purchase these again at Sally's. I also showed a whole clip of this at the beginning of the video, going over each and every one of these and also showing you my receipt, because everything that I bought, my hair was less than $25. I think it came to being $22 exactly. So that's really good because when you go to the salon, you're spending upwards of maybe $70 to $150 depending on what you're getting done. Also, you're going to want to have any sort of rag that you don't care about if it gets stained to place on your counter so you're not staining your counter. The hair color can be really annoying when it gets stained on your hands or on your furniture. You don't want to deal with that. So I picked up one of these. And then afterwards, when you get out of the shower, make sure that you put in all of your normal hair care that you do, maybe like a heat protectant. You're going to want to add a lot of moisture because more than likely your hair is going to be fairly dry afterwards. Argan oil would be really good, or Wen also has an oil that you can put in your hair. Just any sort of shine spray, moistening spray, anything like that will really help put that natural oils back into your hair that you need. And I think that's everything for my hair. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Again, I would recommend, if you're not going to at least do it at your hairstylist, maybe go to a hair salon and let them know that you want to try it at home and maybe just get their advice, because everybody's hair reacts differently, and I had no idea how my hair was going to react with the Lush Cherry and medium golden brown mixed together, because that's not even what Casey did in her video. But I really like it. I'll also throw up some pictures where it shows the color better, and maybe I'll try and find some better lighting where it'll actually show the violet and brown. But basically it is a kind of medium chocolate brown with a violet red base and undertones. So in the sunlight for sure it's going to pick up those red kind of highlights as well. But I'm really happy with it. I'm glad I did it. If you've seen my last videos, I kind of had an outgrown ombre, which a secret to that is it was just my highlights that were grown all the way out. I just hadn't had my hair done for months, maybe like 4 to 6 months, and it grew out to look what looked like an ombre. So that's what I was wearing before, but I was kind of over it. It looked really dull in pictures that I noticed, and I just wanted to kind of liven it up a little bit, and there's nothing better than having dark, warm hair for the wintertime. So again, if you like this video or if you find it helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video.